Is he the owner as well?
Yeah, he's the CEO.
So he's now making the company look a little bit bad.
Well, not really.
For my video.
Well, who's going to watch your video?
So welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're here in Lincoln and we've found another unsigned building. All it says is Unit C. There's a nice Land Rover Defender in the car park, and it looks like the building has recently been recladded, because when you look on Google Maps it looks slightly different. And when you Google Unit C, Westminster Industrial Estate, then it tells you that it's Metis Aerospace Limited. And once again, Metis Aerospace are involved in radio communications, RF, radio frequency signals, offering intelligent solutions to monitor radio frequency signals, RF signals. So to monitor the airwaves. So we have got some other neighbouring businesses around. So this sign here will relate to what's going on in the corner there. But our video is going to be about this unit just here. Now there is a Ford Transit parked up just there with something interesting on the roof. Let's have a quick zoom into that. Can't just be a storage box, can it? It's got some sort of exhaust coming out the top, or is that on the building behind? Might just be a storage box, I don't know. So yes, a few vehicles here. A nice Peugeot, the new Peugeot badge look, 666. I think that's personalised, I think it is. And then this building here, which has been recently cladded. Oh, we've got a gentleman up there now, looking at us. Nice floor to ceiling windows, recently been cladded. Recently been cladded, has it?
Hello, mate. Has it been cladded?
Recently, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. And you've got some nice new glass there, making the image of the company look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that little chimney coming out the roof box?
Sorry, mate. Who are you?
Just a chimney on the roof box.
No, who are you?
I'm just a member of the public.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
Just showing an interest. You've got no sign up. So
No?
you've got no sign up, have you? So
Oh God, no. No.
it spikes my interest of why.
Yeah, but why are you
What you do?
here?
I just told you.
Yeah.
I just told you.
Yeah, I know, but it just seems a bit odd on a industrial estate. Only because we do have one up in Unit C.
Well, that's the company name, is it?
Well, no, but if you look on the at the start as you come in,
Yeah.
Unit C's up there.
Is it just that you've not got round to doing it yet, or you don't want one up?
No. We've literally just moved. Well, I say 6 months we moved into the premises.
And you had it cladded yourself, did you?
Oh, the boss had it cladded.
Yeah. So, are you that aerospace company?
Oh yeah. We're Metis Aerospace Limited.
You're Metis Aerospace, you monitor the
Yeah.
RF frequencies, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's your product. What is your product called?
Skyperion is the thing. I'm just a little.
Do you own the brand?
Well, to be honest, I'm just a bit. I mean, what you got there?
I'm scanning RF as well.
Oh well, yeah. It just seems a bit. I mean, what's your background then? What's your?
I create videos of interesting places, and the ones that are unsigned normally have a reason why they're unsigned.
Ah, no.
So
we've moved in. We were at Ball Technology Park. You been over that way?
No.
Are you from Lincoln?
No, Leicester.
So Ball Technology Park is part of the university.
Right.
We used to work there. The boss bought this place, and if you went in there, you'd see that it's half finished at the
Let's
moment.
go.
Absolutely not. I don't even know who you are. Yeah, it's half finished. We've moved in here. It's probably been now about 8 months. So here he is. Look. See him.
Oh, the boss.
This chap, he makes videos of interesting places that don't have signage up. So I think he thinks there's a little bit more going on here than actually is. You'd be very disappointed, I think.
Well, it's an interesting company.
It is.
Making stuff that monitor RF frequencies. So that's.
And you've got to scan it yourself.
Yeah, we're scanning close call at the moment. So
Yeah.
normally security get on their comms, and we like to hear what they're saying about us.
Who?
Security. You ain't got a gatehouse, but some of these places they're a bit
No, but
like
you
data
said-
centres and stuff
No,
like
I get
that.
that.
What are
You
you
said
filming it from, or?
From the public footpath.
No. What for?
I'll put it on YouTube,
Yeah.
so it makes interesting viewing about what we've found today and what do they do and why did they choose not to put a sign up. In your case, you've only just moved in, you've recently had it cladded, you've moved from Bulwell. Maybe there is nothing else.
Yeah.
The only thing, what's that funnel thing coming out the top of the roof box? They don't normally have exhaust out of those, do they?
Well, if you do your research, you'll find out online because
Well-
it's public knowledge.
What, that exhaust thing there? Coming out
not
the roof
exhaust.
box?
It's public knowledge.
What is it?
Public knowledge. Look up Gatwick 2018.
Gatwick,
Yeah,
2018.
you've shown our website as well.
Yeah.
It will be on there.
What, that vehicle?
Well, the vehicle will be it, but it's been on enough news and television programmes and.
Really? Oh, so that will make an interesting video then. Gatwick 2018. Don't know why you can't just tell me.
What's your YouTube channel?
Drone, it's a drone, is it?
It's not a drone.
Gatwick, oh, that was the year the Gatwick drone incident occurred, so that's the top result.
So what's your YouTube
Come on,
channel then?
Just tell me something about you first.
It's all on there.
Look, Gatwick 2018.
Yeah.
What, is that what you...
Well, you just showed me the company, Metis Aerospace Limited.
I'm on about that, the roof box.
Yeah, it's on there.
Come on, mate.
It's on there.
Talking of drones, I do have one, and I always finish my video off with a drone. So I will take the drone. I won't come on your land. I respect people's private property. So I always do my work from the outside.
Well, you won't mind then if I call the police.
I've already had the police out. Of course, you can use the police however you wish, but it will be a waste of their time. But do you know the place that makes air-to-air missile detonators around the corner? They've also got an unsigned building. So I've been there, the police came out, and I've just told them what I was doing anyway. Why is your colleague going south on us, calling the police?
Well, it's just a bit odd, you know.
At the moment, sounds like he wants me to get in trouble.
Well, not really. It's just, you know,
That's what
coming
the police
around. You know, it's fair. Like you said, you've done your research. You're on, well, you're actually, you know, on public
footpath.
Yeah,
just there.
right,
Just there.
it is. And you know what? You were within your rights to do that. But you know, taking videos and it's just fucking building. It's a building.
Yeah, but I've told you why. And there's a reasonable explanation of why you've not got your sign up, because you've not got round to it yet.
Yeah.
And now why's your colleague, is he the owner as well?
Yeah, it's CEO.
So he's now making the company look a little bit bad
Well, not really.
for my video.
Well, who's going to watch your video?
Don't you think?
Do you know what? We're well respected in what we do. We have our, you know, customers and whatnot. You know.
Do you respect the photographer that's just showing an interest? Obviously not, look.
What? Yeah, what? You well within your right. I mean, what?
Well, if I'm well within my right, why involve the police?
What is the YouTube?
Well,
channel?
you just mentioned there who will want to watch it, didn't you?
Sorry.
You just mentioned who's going to want to watch it,
Well,
didn't
it's
you?
not really. I'm just interested just to.
That's
you know,
good.
we really do not have that many people come around here because we're in the middle of an industrial estate. So, you know, somebody that comes and starts videoing everything obviously stands out. Actually, I thought you were one of the guys that had done the cladding when you first come and asked. But I mean, once you got down here though, with all your video tech and your scanner and whatnot.
Well, you make them. You make scanners. No, okay. Okay. Let's read the website together.
Yeah.
Let's
There you
back.
go. We've got Skyperion and Hyperion.
Dedicated to offering intelligent solutions which monitor radio frequency signals. So, isn't that a scanner? Monitor?
Yeah, it's
So what are the
software
then?
defined radio, isn't it? Yeah.
Anyway, let's not go. Do you know who's got the 666 number plate? Is that you?
Absolutely not. No. I mean, it's obviously one of our.
Yeah, that's personalised, isn't it? Why have they chose 666?
Oh, you can't go there. But...
Why have they done that? Who would choose that as a number plate? But yeah, on my opinion, right, so far.
Yeah. Please do. Yeah.
You've been fine, right?
I'm.
The boss has let the company down.
No, he hasn't.
I'm going to proceed with the video. I still don't know what this vehicle is.
Look,
there.
if you
tell me.
If you look at Heathrow, if you look at the various articles that are in, if you have a look at the various links that are on there, if you go onto YouTube and look at Metis Aerospace, we've got videos that explain what we do. I mean,
forget that. I'm happy with what the company does. You know, I don't think you're up to anything dodgy.
No,
but just simply, I'm interested in this vehicle and the roof box on the top and the spike coming out the top of it. That's it.
Well, that's our test and evaluation.
Right.
Vehicle.
So is that a telescopic pole that comes up?
Well, yeah, and you know what? We go everywhere with it. You know, so. Right.
So you intercept RF signals using that vehicle.
Well, that's got our equipment in it. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, I say it hasn't got.
So it's an asset that you really don't want people to know about, basically, isn't it? It's high value.
High value. High value in, well, when there's kit in it and we're in it, it's high value for if we're going to a customer and they're wanting X, Y, and Z, or we're trying to display our capabilities to a customer, it would be on its own. I would suggest not.
Do you rate this product here?
What is it? Hytera? UniDen. I've not come across that one. I was in the army for 22 years.
Right. Okay.
And I did electronic warfare at Broady.
Okay, interesting.
14 Signal Regiment, 21 Signal Regiment.
Well, thank you for your service.
SEMA. So, it's completely, like you would, it's like what you're doing, that's electronic warfare there, right there.
I'm scanning the PMR frequencies at the moment. And obviously, as you know, PMR is public.
Mobile radio?
No, public.
Yeah.
PMR frequency, it's unlicensed, anybody can use it.
Yeah, and the same as the DMR as well, digital mobile radio as well, isn't it?
As far as you're aware, do you know when you pick up something on, so like if I picked up a PMR, like communication, so security talking to security, the transmission was not intended to be heard by me, but I'm listening in, right? So listening into it, is that illegal? PMR.
PMR. Well, if you've got a scanner, no, but it depends on what your intended use of that is.
To publish it on the YouTube channel for entertainment purposes about what they're speaking about me. So I'm the subject. I'm listening in with the scanner on a public frequency. So they've not paid.
Unlicensed.
Yeah, unlicensed. Yeah. So I'm entitled to listen, I think, by law. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I allowed to broadcast it by law?
Rebroadcast it.
Well, put it on YouTube. It's broadcasted.
Put it on YouTube. Well, if you go onto YouTube, there's hundreds and hundreds of videos doing
I'm trying to tap into your expert knowledge. What do you think? Or just say you don't know if you don't know.
I wouldn't really be prepared to say. Do you know what I would do? Generally, I'd go onto Ofcom and read.
You'd make a good politician.
I'd read the Ofcom and IEEE. Do it. I mean, again, I think it would. Coming from a human being, do I think it's the right thing to do? Depends on what I was listening to. Two security guards listening. Walking around. If it was, if you were looking at casing the area to rob it.
So the scenario would be, I'm outside filming. They're wondering what's going on. They're saying, yeah, he's outside now. Will you get a manager to come down, please? So they're talking about me. I'm just hearing what they're saying. So I've got an advantage. I've got a head start. When they come out, what's been said about me? What their view is, what do they think I'm doing? So then I can have some answers ready. But it's funny hearing them talk when they think it's a private conversation, but for some reason they're using walkie-talkies that anybody can have.
Do you know what? I'm gonna put it down to you've got amateur ham enthusiasts,
right?
So they sit in their gardens. So they're sitting in the gardens, and they've got their antennas up in the back garden. They're listening to HF, VHF, UHF.
Right.
That's not legal.
Or planes and stuff.
Planes. taxis.
Yeah.
So, you know, they've spent a hell of a lot of money on some of their rigs.
But are they streaming it to YouTube or putting the video of that on YouTube?
I would say the hams are probably... I don't know. I'm
I
not
think some of them do.
I'm not a ham myself, but you know, they've got websites that share that knowledge, because obviously it's of interest to them to know what aircraft is flying and everything. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're a ham enthusiast, you'd probably say it's well within their rights.
Yeah.
Again, I think it generally does come down to what
Intent. Maybe if there's a criminal intent
Yeah.
within
Yeah.
the publication, but
Yeah.
with me, it's an entertainment purpose. It makes the video a bit more interesting to hear what they're saying, what they're thinking. Like you don't know. You've told me what you think I might be doing, and your colleague is obviously expressing his concerns by calling the police for further advice. You know. Hopefully he's not rang 999, the emergency number, and he's used 101. But yeah, the building, look, I'm admiring it. Floor to ceiling glass on a commercial property.
completely open. You know, if you wanted binoculars or
No, this is
anything,
great.
you know, you're not going to see a great deal in there, because that is the aesthetics of in there. It's minimalist, it's industrial,
You've got some
it's
glass
new.
partitions as well, haven't you, inside?
Well, that's the offices.
Oh, is it? So you could actually see me from sitting down?
Yeah, that's what. Well, no, not from sitting down.
Right.
But I was in the window and I saw you videoing, and generally, like I said, when I come down, you know, you were onto the cladding, You know,
Yeah.
if you did your research as well before, this was an antiques. It was an antiques place.
The last Google Maps building I've
Say
looked
antiques.
at, it's got a very old roof, a sort of
Yeah.
older brick structure there, a very messy yard and some sort of container here. So I have had a quick look. I've sat there for a few minutes and tried to find out what...
Previously, it was an antiques dealer.
Did you ever come and buy out?
Oh God, no.
Right.
Not my bag. Not my bag.
Anyway, you're in an industry where time is precious, right?
Wow.
So you've got my assurance. I'm not coming on. There's no criminal intent, as we said earlier. I am going to take the drone over, complete my video. Of course, if he does call the police, if the police say they are attending, please tell me. I will wait. I don't like the thought of them looking for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's me being open and transparent.
Yeah.
Just tell me if they're on the way. I will stay here, but I don't like to waste your time.
Yeah. Were you saying the police have already been out today then?
I spoke to the police about an hour ago. There's a company. It's probably even on my browser. I think it's them. Yeah, this company here, Teledyne Energetics. You ever heard of them?
Oh, Teledyne are well known. I didn't know they were local around here, but Teledyne, yeah, they're well known.
Air-to-air missiles, air-to-ground missiles, surface-to-surface missiles, and surface-to-air missiles and rockets.
Public domain.
But the building is unsigned. It's very secure.
Yeah.
And I've done a little investigation on that. They've actually got some outbuildings where they do some detonation. So, of course, there's explosives there. The police attended quick. We had a chat, and he left. So the call handler will say, we've already been into that area a few moments ago, and they'll reassure you.
Yeah.
But you've only got my word for this, you know?
And you've only got our word for it as well, the other side.
All right, so there might be something going on.
There we go. There we go. You
All
know
right,
what?
chaps. I'll leave you to it.
Is what it is.
What's under that?
Probably a hole. And I don't know.
Yellow for gas, maybe?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, like we said, we've moved in. We've still got a hell of a lot to do here. Yeah, we're getting there though. We are getting there.
If this electric gate does work, you've got a high value asset, a couple of nice vehicles. You know how easy these are to steal nowadays. I'd close this. If that has got some real value in it, I'd be getting a post put in the ground just there, because obviously the video is going to go out now. So I don't want people to take advantage of your weakness here. But I'm going to carry on.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the drone up. I'll be around.
You know, you saying that, you sticking something on the video with the potential for a company could have a loss. You don't feel a bit...
I've just given you some advice.
No, I know you've given advice, but that's almost in
take it as you wish, mate, but it's intended to be honourable advice.
I fully get that, but that's almost putting the company into a position of...
Well, you've put yourself on next to a public footpath where people like me are going to see you. And, you know, you'd rather me warn you right now before somebody takes advantage of the weakness, yeah?
Yeah, I know, but the weakness was not there. It's got a gate.
Just close it, simple as.
It does, it gets closed every single night.
Just close it, and when you want to leave, give everybody a fob. Look, you've only got about 6 people working here. Give them all a program fob. You could probably program it yourself, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, it would be handy.
Come on, man. And then you close. You're making yourself more secure.
No, I get that, and you know what? It's you know, it's just good.
You want to thank me, don't you, for that?
It's good for personal security. It's just, you know, suggesting that it is putting the company into a position where...
Well, it's what I do, right? If I'm going to publish something that's going to show a weakness, I'm going to tell the security or the person I'm talking to of that weakness.
Yeah.
So if that has... Well, anyway, you've heard me what I've said. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there.
What's your name? Right, if you're on YouTube and everything...
I can tell you, right, that you're not keen. He's calling the police on there. You're not keen on the video going on.
You're definitely from Lincoln as well, because I can
not.
hear it.
I'm from Leicester.
Are you a Leicester boy?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Coventry boy.
By me, let me just explain why I'm not going to tell you where the video's going or under what name, because it will give you a head start to put a complaint in against the video. You know, if you say, like, if you appeared on Facebook or YouTube, of course there's ways that you can complain, and maybe you might be successful in your complaint and get the video taken down, but I'm not going to want to help you with that, am I? You know, if you came out and says, right, come on, I'm going to show you around, we've got this new product, I'm even going to give you a link where if your viewers click this link, they can have 10% off this product. Thank you so much for giving your time to this business. It's going to give us great free publicity. Then, of course, I'll go, right there, mate, this is where we are. Here's a key ring. Here's a free key ring. I've got some key rings in here. But unfortunately, I'm not going to do that now on this occasion, and you understand why, yeah?
Do you know what? And we've had a real amicable bit of a chat. You know, I don't see there being any reason for any anti, because you know you've been really...
Your colleague's on the phone to the police, mate.
Well, of course he is, because it's...
Of course he is. Come on, make your mind up.
Why?
Am I doing something wrong or not?
I get why you're making a video, but you know...
Do you think putting videos on that people want to watch would pay me to do so? Do you know the adverts on YouTube?
I think there's people out there. You know, look at buddy
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, was he computer gamer or whatever it is? Yeah, my kids know Mr. Beast.
Any YouTuber, you put your video on YouTube. If enough people watch it, loads of adverts are being watched, aren't there? And we get paid per advert view.
Yeah.
So, like you said, not many people are going to watch this, but are they? And if they do, if I do get a good number of people that watch it, it'll pay, and I'll carry on doing it. But is it my first day of doing this? Have I been doing it for years? Does it pay? How many people watch it? You will find out.
Well, enjoy.
Thank you. So whilst his boss continues the phone call to the police, this gentleman hopefully reassures him. Let's get David up and see what this place looks like from above. Oh dear, I bet they're like, what the hell is he on about? From above. But I can hear the police in the distance. So are they going to attend or not? Let's proceed either way. Yep. Do you want me to explain the drone laws to you quickly? Yeah?
Because we're not under your control. You have the operations license, do you?
Yeah, I'll explain.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'll just get the website up for you. So, Civil Aviation Authority, the Drone and Model Aircraft Code. Okay, so official website, official source.
Yep.
So, where can you fly? Let's just go down to... So we're currently on an industrial estate, commercial and industrial sites, okay? So 150 meters is the minimum distance you have to keep from a building unless you have a small drone. 250 grams. I'll show you in a moment. That's 249 grams. So you can fly small drones and model aircraft that are lighter than 250 at residential, recreational, commercial and industrial. So the official source tells me that I can fly here. There's only one more thing to check then, and that's whether there's any flight restrictions in the area. So there's this app called Drone Assist. It's endorsed by the CAA, so the CAA feed the information in. So where we are right now, there are no flight restrictions. There's some hazards around like pylons and stuff, but you have to just be careful. Now the real restriction are these red areas here. RAF Waddington we've got there, look. We've got Scampton. So you are not allowed to fly in any of those red areas. So I've took my time out now to show you that we're not in a flight restriction. The Civil Aviation Authority that control the airspace allow drones of this weight to fly over industrial premises.
Okay, what about the Privacy Act?
Privacy, I'm always above roof height. So your reasonable expectation of privacy is roof height and below. So, because if you're below roof height, you could be looking through windows.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be. I'm going to be above.
How do you know we haven't got any skylights?
No, they're not. That's outside the realm of expectation of privacy. Skylights don't count because hot air balloons, hot air balloons, paragliders.
A hot air balloon and an aircraft isn't filming anything. You are actually filming.
Yeah, it's allowed as long as you stay.
Premises and people.
I've explained. Obviously, you may not agree, but the rules are the rules. We're all playing by the rules. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I've just come over here now to explain.
I don't give you permission to film my property or us.
Okay, that's fine. Out in public, there is no expectation of privacy in a public place. So although you would wish to have privacy, when the Google car came here, you didn't want that to film your building maybe. Those people walking down the mall on the King's Coronation Day, do you know how the cameras were zooming into their faces and they didn't know they were going to be live on ITV? They may not want to have been. They probably should have been at work that day. So I hear your concern. There's nothing you can do about it. And by you coming out to the photographer, you've walked towards the camera, haven't you? That's all. Maybe next time just stay inside. But I've been polite and open and honest, and I've even paused my activity to explain the law to you. So do you appreciate that, or?
I don't think it's whether I appreciate it, it's whether I agree to it, and I haven't agreed to it.
I don't need your agreement. I don't need your permission. I just wish to reassure you and be reasonable, really.
Okay, if you're in with the law, I don't think you're being reasonable. You wouldn't want me flying over your house, even if it was above your house, looking down.
Right.
Would
okay.
Would you give me your? Do you give me your address?
Do you know if I fly over a house, there's a chance that you could be sunbathing in your garden? Yeah. There's no chance of that here. There could be kids playing in a paddling pool with no clothes on. Yeah. But here, there's none of those risks.
Even if I wasn't in a paddling pool and I had my clothes on, I wouldn't want you flying over my property to film it.
The law allows it, right? But I wouldn't. Do you know why? Because there could be a child in a paddling pool. There could be someone sunbathing. So I choose. I'm
now not going to sit and argue with you.
We're not arguing.
Okay. I'm not going to flip. We've obviously somebody's come to have a chat with you. I'll have a chat with him first. You carry on with your activity if you think you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Oops. Oopsie. So whilst they have their discussion, let's continue.
bit that I got, again, I'm getting, you know, the eyes of your at the moment, junior, but I'd say, you know, he's got a lot of followers. You wouldn't tell me who it was. He could be wrong, but it's you see, you've got that somewhere. And this is what I would do now is follow him. Probably not be doing this because I could watch this and maybe actually, you make your focus. That's now to the wall of stealing. That was my take.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi. You okay?
Yes, thanks, yeah.
Yeah, no bad. My name is Sins. I'm call number 14. What's your name?
You can call me DJ.
DJ. DJ. What's your first and last name?
I don't need to give that.
No, you don't. I'm just asking.
Yeah, DJ, you can call me DJ.
DJ. DJ. Can I ask you what you're doing? What are you about here and about today?
About half an hour, I spoke to one of your colleagues from Lincoln Police Station
Yep.
who attended a call, exactly the same reason. Unsigned building, I investigate what they do and put it on YouTube for entertainment purposes.
Right. Okay.
Simple as that. No sign, I've now found out what they do.
Okay.
I've offered them some advice when the video goes on. There are some security weaknesses that will be shown. I've offered them some advice to close those before the public see it. That's reasonable of me.
Okay.
They've called you. I said there's no need. I've showed them the law that allows public photography, flying of a drone, this size, this weight. I've done all I can to make them comfortable with a lawful activity.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So the 360-degree photo for Google Maps has been done. I don't think they are on Google Maps yet, but we could put them on, couldn't we? Then attach the photo to it. The PC there is now check-in with his control center about what we've said. And that's it. So let's get David back. I'm about finished now.
It's private land.
Yeah, I'm just asking you a question.
I'm not interested. Go and speak to him. Hello, mate. How you doing?
What it is, mate,
I've got a question for you.
when you capture images of people in public in a company capacity, there's this thing called GDPR, right? So if your CCTV or any of your mobile phones, whilst you're in a working capacity, if you capture images of the members of the public, we have a simple entitlement for a copy of it. So it's called UK GDPR, and there's an official procedure called a subject access request. I always do it. Your boss there was filming me while he's at work. So it's exactly the same if your CCTV was filming me. I've got a right to the image. So I would just like a simple method of communication, whether it be an email address, whether you want me to put it in writing to Unit C. I am going to make a subject access request.
Yep.
Formally. You can charge me a reasonable fee. So if it takes you an hour to deal with it, you can charge me a fee. I will pay the fee. So
Let's go with the
postal route.
postal route.
Okay.
You've got our address because you got here.
Yep, no problem. Now I've notified you that that's on its way. You cannot delete it by law. Okay. So that's where we are with it. Did you want to check with the law enforcer before he leaves? Or are you happy that you've got my word?
It's just
Well, I'm off. I'm off. I ain't waiting for nobody. I'm finished. I've got my video to go and edit now and publish. Obviously, you guys are trying to delay things, but that's up to you. If you don't know the law or you don't know the law, whatever. But I'm done. I'm going to get my bike now and I'm off.
There we go.
All right.
It's a long way back to Leicester on that.
No, I travel I travel the country, but I park my car central to the industrial estate. I get this out and I go around looking for the buildings that interest me. And I've showed you why yours does.
Yeah. And I've told you why it shouldn't. But
yeah.
You know what? You've done your.
There was never any need to waste public resources. And this gentleman now is having a phone call passed to him by your boss, maybe a solicitor or something.
Well, to be honest, you know, police are here obviously for their, you know, public need
prevent a breach
and
of the peace, maybe.
There we go.
Yeah.
He obviously thinks it's reasonable and to be here still. So
any idea who's on the phone?
Nope.
And obviously your boss doesn't want to talk as openly as you do, so there's no point asking him. I'm off now, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's always too busy on a phone call. I'm going now, mate. Is that your solicitor?
Yeah.
No.
Who is it? Have you actually got...
No.
Are you the big boss here, or is that
No.
someone above you? Oh, sorry, so someone above you. All right, well, I do like to try and be reasonable, but I have got other places to film, so I've got to get going.
Yeah.
Can we leave it on a good note with a handshake or anything?
No worries.
No. At least I tried. Come on.
No.
There could be people much worse than me out there doing this type of thing.
You probably don't think about your actions at all.
I do. What does that mean? What do you mean by my actions, mate?
Well,
Yeah.
as I said, you're doing things that people are unhappy with, and depends on what we do. You may be having an effect that you're not thinking about.
Go on.
But I appreciate you
I'm
talking to
listening.
me. Thank you very much, mate.
I'm listening. If you've got a reasonable
do.
argument, let's hear it.
No problem. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, we can say.
Any final words then, gentlemen, or we're going back to work now?
Huh?
Are we going back to work now?
I am.
Yeah, so am I then.
Thank you.
And so are they. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry that your time was wasted, Constable.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Are you from Lincoln Police Station yourself?
No, I normally serve in Grantham.
Grantham, right.
Normally in
Okay.
Grantham. I'm covering today.
Right. Okay. And how do you pronounce your surname?
Asenza is Asenza.
Asenza.
Yeah.
Right. Number 14. That's a good
14.
number.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nearly as good as the number plate. Look at the number on the number plate over there. Look. 666. See it? Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
So that is that. If you have enjoyed that video, do give it a thumbs up for me, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye for now. So the location of the keyring on this video is just under the stones, under that fire hydrant sign just there. So if you are one of the first people to watch this video and you do want a keyring, good luck with that. So we did find a little bit of information about Metis Aerospace and the Gatwick 2018 incident, and it says Metis Aerospace Limited attended Gatwick during the incident to provide part of its overall counter UAV capability. The Skyperion system helped to provide assurance that the airspace was clear, allowing the 36-hour standstill to come to an end. Skyperion's success was widely reported, according to Gatwick. So, just by luck, we stumbled upon Skyperion manufacturer Metis Aerospace, and they are the experts in counter-drone solutions. So as soon as we mentioned the drone there, that is why he called the police, because he really does not like drones. But we do. So, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.